Hi everyone. Have you all taken this 7-day Neutrogena challenge? I did. And if you're interested in knowing the results, stay tuned. On Friday, November the 3rd, I started using the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair with the accelerated retinol SA morning and night. I also used the Neutrogena Rapid Tone Repair moisturizer at night under the Rapid Wrinkle Cream. This, I don't know, I kind of felt like this came out kind of like a serum cream. That's why I kind of doubled it, okay? Used it first and then the cream over top at night. During the day, to safeguard against the harmful rays of the sun while using retinols, I did not use my normal sunscreen. Instead, I chose to go with Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Liquid Sunscreen with the broad spectrum of SPF 70. This sunscreen is made to go under your primers and foundations, and I tried it both ways. Under my primer, worked beautifully. Under foundation alone, worked beautifully. Under my get this straight. Under my, boy, I'm having difficulties here today. For my under eye area, that's what I need to say, I use the Neutrogena, the Rapid Dark Circle Repair Cream. This little guy. And then for my décolleté, I applied the Neutrogena Sheer Touch Dry sunscreen with a broad spectrum of SPF 100. I decided to use this because I sit in my car on my lunch hour and the sun comes in the window and I stay pretty well tanned here, and of course I'm seeing age spots. As with this side of my face, the age spots is worse. Before I started using this guy. So yeah, I try to pay close attention to that because I know I'm heading down a horrible road by sitting out in the sun like that day after day. I had also purchased the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Overnight Gel Mask, but I never got a chance to use this one. After only 4 uses of the other products, regretfully, I had to halt the challenge. First, let me say that I don't have any fancy degrees behind my name. Everything I know about makeup and skincare, I have learned either from my own research, talking to someone who does know, or from, even worse, my own school of hard knocks. So as soon as I had decided to take the Neutrogena challenge, I went into our local big box store. As I stood there reading the ingredients list on the back of these products, the main ingredient that, well, one of the main ingredients that kept jumping out at me from the packaging was dimethicone. And as I've told you in my past videos, I suffered from acne breakouts from the time I was a teenager until about 20 years ago. But my struggle with blackheads across my cheeks and my nose, that's been ongoing until I found Proactive. And the Proactive products did a wonderful job, but I still had those nagging little blackheads that just would not go away. And finally, I was able to get those gone when I discovered Paula's Choice products. Now, let me show you these very quickly. I think I've showed them to you all before, but the Paula's Choice 1% retinol treatment, and then of course her 2% BHA liquid. I'll use this first because it's liquidy, and then I go over top of with the retinol. Now, I don't use these every night because I have other products in my routine that I go through and I alternate. But when I first got the blackheads under control, these were the two products that I was only using at that time. Used nothing else but those. So, from my own experiences with dimethicone, I knew this product would backfire on me. And I've had this in the past where I've used too much beauty products with dimethicone and have had issues with my blackheads coming back. But I had hoped that since the Neutrogena skincare cream had an accelerated retinol in it, that possibly maybe this would work for me. I was hoping to get, retinol overriding dimethicone. So let's talk a little bit about dimethicone so you'll all understand a little bit more about what this does. And why, if you suffer from blackheads, as I have in the past and can in the future if I'm not careful, why you might maybe want to take a look at your makeup and your skincare products to see if that could be what's causing the issue, okay? If you've got a lot of dimethicone, you see it there in product after product after product, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you might maybe want to tone down a little bit on the dimethicone and see what happens. You might be surprised. So dimethicone is a man-made silicone-based polymer, and it's used in skincare products as an anti-foaming agent, skin protectant, and skin and hair conditioner. Now, what does it do exactly when it's put into these products? One of the things it does is it makes the product spread more easily over the skin and hair, and it also creates a protective barrier on the skin, and it can fill in fine lines and wrinkles. Okay, now the FDA has approved it as a skin protective ingredient for over-the-counter products. They have no problem with it. But as I've said, a little bit of dimethicone can be beneficial in your makeup and skincare, but too much can cause issues for some people, and like I've told you, I am one of those people. Now, why exactly does it lead to breakouts? Well, when creating that protective barrier like it does, for instance, in your primers, it keeps your natural oils from merging with your foundation, which then causes your foundation to oxidize or take on that orange tint that we all love to see our foundation do. So that's a good thing when you use a primer that has it and it stops it from doing that. But it can also hold everything beneath that protective barrier, and that's not so good. At every minute of the day that you have that barrier on your face, you're trapping sebum and bacteria. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's one of those days, I can tell. Sebum and bacteria under the barrier, and you're hindering the natural shedding of dead skin cells, which, if you think about it, I mean, all of this leads to premature aging, okay? I mean, like I said, the blackheads, and they stay there, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger, and as you age, all of that becomes much more amplified. I mean, everybody knows the skin on your ears and on your nose never quits growing, okay? So over time, the blackheads on your nose, I mean, they just get huge if you don't get them under control at a younger age. Also, the whiteheads, and this is where I have got all the scarring on my face, I mean, it causes all of that, blackheads and whiteheads, okay? So let's talk about sebum for just a minute. It's a light yellow oily substance that is secreted by the sebaceous glands. And this helps to keep your skin and hair moisturized. Sebum is made up of triglycerides, free fatty acids, wax esters, squalene, cholesterol esters, and cholesterol. It can also include lipids from skin cells, sweat, and environmental matter. For someone like me who produces a lot of sebum, this is both a nightmare and a blessing. A blessing because it means that someone who has dry skin is going to age more quickly than someone like me who produces an overabundance of sebum, so I've got an overabundance of oil on my face, which is going to keep me hydrated longer. Okay? But it's a nightmare because the dimethicone creates a barrier which then holds the sebum into my pores along with bacteria and dead skin cells, causing my pores to clog, and the result is blackheads or acne breakouts. When this happens, as I've said, it can cause premature aging from acne scarring. And then what even gets me more as I have researched this is that long-term use of dimethicone will actually disrupt your skin's ability to self-hydrate. So that's something you really want to think about, especially if you have normal or dry skin, because you want your skin to hydrate itself for as long as possible. I took special care when I did the challenge not to use any other makeup products that have dimethicone in them. I wanted to give the product as fair a chance as I could, especially since I knew that I was going to have dimethicone on my face 24 hours a day. But I started seeing blackheads and I started having whiteheads, which I'm still trying. Still got the remnants of one here. And they were erupting my jawline, my chin, hairline, and of course, as I just showed you, my upper lip. And that was just by the second day. Okay, and then the blackheads on my nose started popping. So that was it. So I'm very sorry, Neutrogena, but no challenge is worth playing connect the dots with blackheads on my nose and cheeks with a Sharpie pen, let alone suffering the pain that was caused from the whiteheads breaking out on my face. So in short, these products received a thumbs down from me. I would like to take an extra minute of your time and talk to you a little bit more about the Rapid Dark Circle Repair. Now, when you read this, it kind of gives you, it seems like it's like a miracle thing that's going to happen right now. And that it's going to do it via treatment. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't. That's not what this is. First of all, this was the biggest offender of dimethicone. The packaging lists 5 different types. I use this product for 2 days, but during the day, because even though it says it's a dark circle repair, it's nothing more than an illuminator. That's it. So there's really nothing in here to treat circles. So the Rapid Dark Circle Repair, it's a Rapid Dark Circle hide. I guess. It just, all that it does is illuminate. And if it would show up on camera, I would show you. Let me get some out here. But it's an illuminator. There is nothing here more than just an illumination. And it's loaded with dimethicone. So, I don't know if you can see any sparkle or shimmer from it, but basically, that's what you get. So, that's fine, but when you read the packaging, it seems like it's going to actually give you some treatment. And it didn't. And being loaded with dimethicone, and if you're using it every day, you're really going to cause problems with your under eye area, especially if you're my age and you're already combating aging effects with dry skin, the wrinkles and crinkles. And of course, that can all start when you're in your mid-20s. So, buyer beware. It's just not a great thing. But I do have one that I use every day. And I'm going to show you very quickly. I will do a video on this at a later time and go into more detail. But this is an illumination cream, and it's made by RMS Beauty, and it's called the Living Luminizer. Now, this product you can purchase from Beautylish. And this was the answer to my prayers for my dark circles under my eyes, to cover them, okay? And I think, as we all know, the dark circles is nothing more than a pooling of blood. It's like bruising, okay? So, all this does is camouflage, but it's all organic. It's certified organic. There's nothing in here that's going to harm you in any way. I know it's a little bit more on the pricey side, but all it takes is just, I mean, you can see I've been using this since June, and you can see I've used very little. It takes just such a smidge of this. So I will, in the next week or so, I'll do a video on this and show you more about this product that I love and adore. So, you want to camouflage the dark circles. This is the one you want to use, not the one loaded with 5 different types of dimethicone. Okay? So, I feel like I've been a teacher today in front of the classroom, but I didn't want you to come onto my channel and see me giving a bad review of these products without an explanation as to why I had such a fast reaction. Okay? So, once again, if you suffer from pesky blackheads that just will not go away, no matter what you do, or if you have problems with whiteheads, either one, you might maybe want to flip your products over, or if the ingredients aren't listed there, pull them up on the internet and just start doing a little bit of research on your own and see how much dimethicone you're actually putting on your face every day. It might be something that you maybe want to take into consideration and maybe cut a few of the products out. So maybe you're only using dimethicone during the day, but at night your skin is able to rest and bring itself back to its natural state while you're sleeping, which in all reality, that's really where you want your skin to be able to heal itself, is at night, because that's when it does its most work, okay? Where it regenerates itself, I guess would be the proper words to use. Like I said, I don't have any fancy degrees behind my name. It's just School of Hard Knocks and what I've learned from my own research and talking to people who do know, okay? So, thank you so much for spending this time with me. And as always, comments are very welcome. Thumbs up is great. Subscribe is wonderful if you're not already subscribed to my channel. And if you've used any of these products and you'd like to comment below and let me know, I mean, it's fine. You can, if they're working for you, wonderful. If they're not, you know, I'm sorry. But we do live in America. You are able to return cosmetic products here in this country that do not work for you. So that's one of the great things about our country. So you try it, you don't like it, take it back. Okay? So you're not out anything. So until we meet again, please be fabulous and be fearless with your makeup and have a great day. Bye-bye.